Bitcoin just broke through $65,000 and currently is consolidating around 67,000. Is this the time for you to enter currently? Is it safe to actually buy your altcoins and your meme coins at this stage? Or do you actually need to sell? Do you need to short the market at this stage? A lot of people are actually doing that. They are shorting the market currently, expecting 53K, 57K, 62K. I will tell you today what will be happening next and what I am doing myself as well, how I am playing the current market situation and where I am positioning myself as well. As usual, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's start. We're kicking off with the chart of BTC. As you can see, we break through $65,000 level yesterday. Honestly, I was not expecting that much, although at the same time I was saying that we should be pumping a bit, then going into sideways consolidation, and then a very interesting things happens. What I'm preaching in the last several days, we're pretty much just reading the market based on the liquidation heat map. And to be honest, everything I say about actually happens, because I do believe and I do see that in the current setup, the market makers, the only thing they're doing, the only goal of them is actually to take out liquidity from shorts and from longs. The more liquidity they have to take, the more they essentially move the chart into a certain direction to liquidate certain buyers or sellers. And at this stage, we can definitely see that we have quite a lot of liquidity at $65,000. And what's interesting that before this pump, before the pump of yesterday, as you can see, we had a bunch of liquidity right here, which was taken, which was liquidated by the market makers from people who actually wanted to short. And I would say that mostly we actually were pumping up based on the liquidity from these shorters, from people getting liquidated on the shorts and buying into the market. Currently, we can definitely see that we don't have a lot of liquidity at $67,000 level. So not a lot of people are shorting at this stage. However, we have a bunch of liquidity at 72K. At the same time, we have to understand it will be quite hard to push there. However, there are so many bullish events and so many bullish news lining up for crypto market and for Bitcoin specifically as well. And we have a bunch of liquidity currently at 65K level. So the overview, the outcome that I see is that we might actually revisit 63K. In this case, 63, 62 will just take all of this liquidity. Market makers, they will take all these late longs as their liquidity and maybe finally use it as a final push, as a final pump. I don't think that we are going to like 53K or things like that. I don't think it makes sense at this stage. As mentioned, I do think we are going to 75K midterm, and the very interesting move is to understand what is going to happen short term. I do believe that we might be revisiting 62, 63K to get this liquidity out, to shake a bit more people. At the same time, we can easily just go up from here, because as mentioned, there are different ways to shake people out of the longs, even if they're in profits already. The best way is just show them a bunch of profits and then just dump the chart, and they will be seeing the returns just decreasing, and they will be closing the loans themselves. I was doing this mistake several times myself, 100%. Well, I will probably be leaning towards 62, 63K dump. Around Sunday, Monday, we should be dumping into that area. That's just the reprojection that I have. And as mentioned in the yesterday video, midterm, I would expect 75K, and from the middle of next week I would also be expecting the pump. So it's going to be interesting to see this kind of like final dump before the actual approval and start the trading start of the Ethereum ETF. We have the conference in Nashville where Trough will be speaking, and I will be sharing some information on this in this video as well. So we have like just this lineup of crazy bullish events. Like, I don't see a reality where these events are not actually bullish for the market. I don't see it this way, and that's why I'm actually seeing like this last type of dump to actually like as last attempt, the agony of the market makers to take this liquidity out. At the same time, like you cannot say that we have like a bunch of liquidity here. Maybe $500 million in the current market, it's alright, but in a couple months from now this would just be peanuts. Market makers, they won't lift a finger in a couple months from now to liquidate $500 million. That would be just not enough. No way, is this real? Russia's first time traveler has returned. Guess what he said? In September, Biden is medically diagnosed as unfit for office and quits. They discovered that the DNC has legal power to choose a replacement without a national vote. Weird, huh? You'll never guess who they choose. This is a message from 2020, and this is from John McAfee, who had the tattoo on him whacked. And officials, they're saying that he essentially died in prison through a suicide, right? But he had a tattoo on him that was saying whacked. And essentially what this says is, the speculation is that it's not about 2020, it's essentially about 2024. And it's actually like a huge money making opportunity, figuring out who they will assign instead of Biden as a Democratic candidate. Like, this is just like $1 billion question. The prediction markets, meme coins, as soon as the candidate is voiced, is shared, it will be just crazy. Like, I've made my bet myself. We will see how it will be playing out. Maybe the speculation will essentially drive the price anyway, right? Because the chart looks quite nicely currently. Likely a good investment for those who can afford it. You are cordially invited to an event with the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the Bitcoin conference, Nashville. Saturday, July 27. Beautiful. Just looks very, very nicely. $844,000 and $600 per person for the round table. A very, very interesting thing, $1 million per round table with Trump. Well, you're probably getting some insights that help to make you weigh more, and you probably receive a certain level of conviction about the things that will be happening. Probably it's worth it if you essentially have this type of capital, if it makes sense for you. Only reason I find this highly unlikely is that this is by far the most sidelined my feed has been all cycle. Very, very interesting. The idea that those that sold below 60k will get another opportunity to re-enter at 60k seems unlikely, because you just end up with the market taking on unnecessary leverage. A very, very interesting thing, as I was mentioning, you cannot dump the rocket too much, because people will just buy a lot of supply at the bottoms, and it will be very, very hard to push the rocket. You want to dump at the levels just to take enough liquidity, but not actually give the option for people to re-enter at nice levels. That's why, like, through all these dumps, they're getting bought out quickly as well. Like, it's very, very hard to actually set out a limit order on the dump. Only if you essentially were setting a limit order before and you essentially got right? Because you just end up with the market taking on unnecessary leverage. If the move below 60k was the shakeout, you want those sideline participants to chase price higher, not give them a re-entry near the original exit price with a clear invalidation. This is exactly how market makers and market manipulators are thinking currently. More likely is the following: breakout convincingly above 73k, invite sideline participants to buy the breakout because it's the only confirmation that this move is real. Think about it. Right now they're thinking, fuck, I sold at 58k, I can't buy here because we are up 9k, and what if it pulls back to 61? I'll just wait for the clean breakout. Leads to rug pull as people pile in at 73, 75k. Now they are underwater on a breakout long, so you then give the market the pullback into 63, 66, where you get a second wave of capitulations from those underwater longs, and then it leads to real breakout into price discovery with everyone chasing. Keep an eye on the market positioning over the next 4 weeks. To explain everything that the guy shared. 4 months range breakdown, I should sell the retest right here. Fuck, I'm sidelined, but we are in no man's land. I'll buy the breakout to be safe. There we go, confirmation, I am long. Oh shit, deviation, I'm under and the breakout failed. I'm out. Are you taking the piece? A very, very interesting market manipulation. Just push the whole thing to 73k. People who are selling here, 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 and here, they finally capitulate here, they enter longs, and you just dump the whole thing severely to 62, 63k, like right here, right into these levels. And they're thinking, fuck, like, I'm underwater, I probably got liquidated, I should sell. They are selling, and then you severely just pump the whole thing going higher. Crazy nice market manipulation, very, very typical for crypto. Again, if a lot of people will be planning for something like this, it won't be happening. But it's a very, very interesting scenario that I decided to share. That I actually liked myself as well, because I'm confidently telling you we're going to 75k, but I'm not confidently telling you what's going to happen next. It's quite hard to actually tell currently what's going to happen next. Long term, yeah, probably we're going to Valhalla with everything that's happening. We are going very, very high, but it's actually quite hard to say what's going to happen at 75k. And I love this scenario because there are a bunch of sideline people still in the current market, and they will definitely be re-entering. It's the same situation that happened in April and March. The reason we were pumping like crazy in April and March is because bears finally capitulated into the market. They started buying, and they just got heavily fucked. They pretty much just got dumped on heavily from 72k to 53, but alts, they just got destroyed like 100%. This is what happened, and this is the reason why we were essentially pumping in March and February. And something similar, just on this smaller scale, might be happening currently because the situation is a bit different. However, a bunch of people are still scared. So let me get this straight. The most pro-crypto president in history is about to get elected. Wall Street is about to pour a few yards into Ethereum. We've already had the second largest liquidation event in history, so all the charts are literally broke. And you are still bearish. You are still bearish. Meanwhile, the real G's were already all in minutes after the bullets ran out. Those are the people you want in your dream blunt rotation. Ape City Beach. Ape City. I agree 100%. To be honest, I think the best performers are going to be Sol and the Solana Echo. Other major performers will be Ton and the Ton ecosystem. Those are my two biggest bets for this bull run. I tend to agree with this. I think Solana is a whore, and in nice times, she's the whore that's being called the first. Like, she's working it the first. And the interesting thing with Solana is because you pretty much don't have Solana ecosystem. Like, you don't have a lot of things that happen in there. You have DEXs, you have like PETH, like, which is something similar to Chainlink, right? You maybe have some games like Honeyland and Heroes of something I forgot, right? But you don't have a lot of projects in Solana ecosystem. And it's a very interesting situation because it's almost like it's done on purpose. It's almost like it's done to focus people on meme coins, because if you want to take these leverage bets on Solana, you don't have a lot of stuff to buy. You can only just buy memes. And it's a very interesting thing because it's a growing ecosystem. It's the token that performed the most. It's the main whore of the cycle. But everyone fucks when the things are nice, right? And the only thing you can actually like buy through beta, delta, gamma play into Solana are actually meme coins. It's a very nice focus. It's almost like they've done it on purpose. And a bunch of retail, like, have you seen this app on Twitter where you can actually buy and sell meme coins with transactions through Apple Pay? They're just crazy. And I think like Apple Pay, they essentially takes 30% of the money through Apple Pay transactions. So it's actually going to be quite interesting to figure out how the whole situation actually works right there with the transaction fees as well. Something about the spiritual and mental part of this journey, because like crypto journey is definitely like very spiritual and mental one. I essentially lost a bunch of money since April. Partially it was because I didn't essentially accept them. I was sharing publicly about all the funds, but I was not ready about them. It's very important to humble yourself. It's very important to be grateful to yourself. It's very important to have your targets, have your goals, and not essentially fall into this greed. Because if you fall into greed, all the money you make, you'll pretty much just give them back into the market. As you guys make life-changing money in the coming months, take it from me. Don't neglect prayer. Nothing in life is free, and that includes your body. It is rented to you by God. Your daily prayers are the equivalent to paying rent, but to God. You don't need to choose, but you have to. If you were living somewhere and behind on payment, what would happen? You'd get kicked out by the landlord, or he would get that money one way or another. Very interesting. And you want to test God, the creator of the universe. You want him to kick you out your body whilst you are in debt. Make sure to always repent and don't let shitcoin gains get to your head. You ain't special, retardio. A very interesting take, because it's essentially about just humbling yourself and accepting the funds as well, because prayer in a way it's also accepting this money, this wealth. And what we do in this market, we tend to neglect the amount of time it will actually take us to make this amount of money in like default, like Web2 businesses, Web2 jobs and things like that, like outside of this crypto golden rush, right? It's very important take, because a lot of people, they will be losing a lot of money. And I was humbled one more time since April, and I'm working essentially to make things better currently. I always end up getting greedy. Me, take profit, but it can 10x. Something into the topic as well. Be humble, take profits on the way up. The AVAX community just got airdrop 3.9 million from a mysterious wallet. Almost 8,000 people got airdrop 600 to 800 each today for just being on AVAX. That's great for my CAC. My CAC is getting bigger from this airdrop. You are not bullish enough. Bitcoin as US reserve currency. Trump team reportedly considers adding BTC to treasury. As something I was showing yesterday, tweet from Ansem. Like, if US actually says that, like, just the fact that they're speaking about it, China is already trying to change the policy on BTC. All these secret states that are acquiring BTC, probably from Middle East, something like Saudi Arabia, like Arabs, They are very, very jealous from each other. They're constantly checking out what other Arab countries are doing, what are they making, and they want to have the best. They want to copy something similar from the countries that are nearby. If you have something like Dubai adopting crypto heavily, like working on the Bitcoin initiatives, working on the things, of course other countries, other rich Arab countries, they're trying to replicate, they're trying to copy. This is like thing that they very, very like to do in the first place. 100% these states, these nation states, they're currently acquiring BTC 100%, especially with this type of talk out of the US, because you want to front run this thing. You don't want to play this red race once US finally says yes, we're acquiring. Probably US will just say yes, we were acquiring and we will continue to acquire, because probably like they just want nice prices for themselves. But even like 100k, 150k, 200k for a Bitcoin, like does not make sense for the company, for the for the company, right? That can print money. Does not make sense anyway. They don't give a fuck about the price in the first place. The founder of Jupiter says all coins are meme coins. Let's actually check out this fragment.
Why do you call meme coin the purest form of money? I think all coins are meme coins. All coins are meme coins. Gold is a meme. Bitcoin is a meme. USD is a meme. Jupe aspires to be a meme, as great as all these OG memes. A meme is something that everyone agrees on. We all believe that gold has value. There's nothing intrinsically valuable about gold. We all buy gold, we all sell gold, we all store gold, right? The fundamental meme of gold is that, okay, you can't trade new gold. Bitcoin's fundamental meme is that it is a store of value. So as long as you have enough of people who believe in that notion, and stuff, Bitcoin will always be money. Every coin is backed by a meme. It's actually really important for anyone to kind of understand that.
Nothing new, something I told you back in December of 2023, right? Let's move on. Do not sell your Bitcoins. 7 days till Trump live at Bitcoin Nashville. Less than 30 days till the end of empty GOX. 60 days till rate cut. 109 days till election. Repeat, do not sell your Bitcoin. This guy, he's like a Bitcoin OG. He has a bunch of Bitcoin, and you kind of can understand the view that this message is mostly directed into boomers, into the older guys, right? But this is the situation currently. This is something that we all need to listen to. Justin, 5-spot Ethereum ETFs to launch on July 23rd. CBOE confirms. Vanek, Invesco, Fidelity, 21 shares, Franklin Templeton. Well, very, very interesting and important information, because check out the wording, to launch. We had different things, like some type of new approval that happened this week, right? To launch on July 23rd. But pretty much what? 21st is Sunday, 22nd in Monday, 23rd Tuesday next week. Tuesday next week in 3 days, pretty much. We have the launch of Ethereum ETF. One more time, I don't think that inflows will be bearish. I think they will be sending us to Valhalla. I do like the sentiment 100%, and I do think that the thing they will try to do, especially with this type of time, and the thing that they will try to do is actually dump the market in Sunday and Monday to persuade even more of you that we are going down, it's worthless, shitless. I would honestly want to have the balls, once you would be dumping on Sunday and Monday, to input additional cash into the market. First time since February of this year. First time. I would want to actually do that. Ethereum ETF will absolutely send everything in the on-chain ecosystem. The trickle-down effect is 100x stronger than BTC ETFs. Here's why. It's important to understand Ethereum's reflexivity as we approach the ETF. Ethereum is like BTC, but with better supply mechanics, with the bump mechanism, and an actual ecosystem, specifically DeFi, making it even stronger. DeFi is the main Ponzi on Ethereum. Before main Ponzi on Ethereum as DeFi, the price of Ethereum was way less. And after the main Ponzi DeFi, it became way more. The main reason is because essentially the tokens, they're getting out of the circulation. They're getting staked somewhere for some magical dollars to appear, right? So this essentially just increased the price of the underlying asset. The reflexive loop looks like this. Ethereum flows into ETF, Ethereum price up, interest in ETH up, gains on collateral equals to DeFi chain usage up, DeFi metrics improve, EAP 1559 burn increases, Ethereum supply squeeze, Ethereum price up, more Ethereum flows into Ethereum ETF, interest in Ethereum up, repeat. Throw in other on-chain ecosystems as every meme coin ever is paired with Ethereum in liquidity pools as Ethereum price goes up. So do all these memes. MemeFi will also capture this growth. If you want to use the MicroDAO for memes, the IMF HMU for details. This was missing from the BTC ETF. The ecosystem wealth effect and trickle down is not the same. Despite interest in ordinals and inscriptions, it didn't do much. The halving also affected miners, which caused supply to be puked, as always after a halving. Ethereum, as a decentralized app store, has a whole ecosystem that benefits from inflows into the base asset. This wealth effect, especially in DeFi, hasn't been given enough attention. There is 20 million Ethereum, $63 billion of TVL in Ethereum DeFi protocols. As Ethereum trades higher, Ethereum DeFi becomes more attractive to invest in as USD denominated TVL and revenue booms. And of course, this makes everything even more attractive as the best marketing is numbers go up. If you're in Ethereum and the Ethereum ecosystem, you're about to witness one of the largest liquidity events for our space. And do your own research, fuck my life, clouded. Well, what is the best Ponzi on Ethereum? Blast. Blast is the best Ponzi on Ethereum, man. So, just by reading this, I want to buy more Ethereum ecosystem. I'm actually I feel blessed because I do understand different memes on Ethereum, different metas, and if you think there is a very fucking small amount of blue chip projects with good narrative. And that's something I'm saying, that there will be too much liquidity very, very soon and not enough blue chip projects, not enough of them. They will all be receiving large portions of liquidity. They will be receiving them. They will all be receiving them. They will just crazy valuations. I'm waiting for fucking dump on Sunday and Monday to put more money into fucking Ethereum, because what I was actually doing recently, I was repositioning from some of my Ethereum stuff into Solana, and maybe it's just a fucking psyop. Maybe this is something like I was saying, but my guess there is that with the market pumping, Solana will be pumping as well because it's just the main core. But currently I'm starting to think that, man, what is this is all a fucking psyop. They're just pumping Solana currently to make sure you'll be repositioning into Solana, whilst they are preparing for the largest fucking Ethereum pump in the history of Ethereum. And the whole Ethereum ecosystem just going crazy, going nuts. And they are getting you out of your Ethereum tokens and Ethereum ecosystem tokens to buy into some worthless shit on Solana. This is just such an interesting thought. And everyone is just so bullish on Solana, no one is speaking on Ethereum. Man, hard. I just had an urge to truly reposition from fucking Solana to Ethereum back. It's just so crazy to kind of understand these things. Well, I will probably be alright, because I think on Saturday and Monday when the market will be dumping, I'll be just adding a large portion of additional cash to the market, and all of this cash will go into Ethereum ecosystem. At the same time, I am largest holder of the best fucking Memecoin and fucking Ethereum, the best fucking Ethereum beta play. You have to understand these things and don't blast, because the market cap is so low, because it's a blue chip. It will be receiving such a nice portion of liquidity. Ethereum fucking ETF is in 3 days from now. 3 fucking days from now. Man, I'm so fucking excited. There is nothing more powerful than soldiers who only publicly shield 1 or 2 coins. Collect these people like Pokemon in your coins, and you will ascend to heights that you could not dream of. I'm publicly fucking shielding and on blast for 3+ fucking months already. Closed all spot positions. Pussy. Expecting the move starting next week to take us to low 50Ks. Poor pussy. Would love to long or recap spot backs at the lows. 100%, 40k views, 100 likes. So it's not that good, because 40k views and 100 likes, most people are bullish. That's not that great. And he will probably make some money short term, because he will be dumping tomorrow and on Monday, right? But long term, he will just get liquidated, 100%. You can just download this video, you can cut this fragment, you can put it on the wall, and next week, mid of next week, you can replay it. And this is exactly what happened. Short term, he will make money. If he will not be closing his loans on Monday, he will fucking get liquidated on Thursday, 100%. Around trip Boden, this was worth 4 million at the top. Ask me anything. It's just crazy. 77k the guy currently has in Boden. He round trip $4 million. Do you know why he round trip $4 million? Because some people actually asked this in the comments. Why he round trip $4 million? 10 million USD was my take profit. And it was kind of hard to actually, it definitely fucks with you, because the year of president election, we have Boden. Would you think that okay, the chart went down 20% from the highs? Would you think that it's going to zero? No, you would not fucking think that. And then we're down 40% from the highs, let's say. And what do you think? You would probably already be thinking, man, it's already down 40%. I don't have 4 million anymore. I have 2.6 or something. I should probably just hold. And then it fucking goes to 2.3 to 2 million to 1.6, 1.2, 800k, 400k, 100k, $77 fucking thousand. This is just crazy. Who could have predicted this? Pain, I round trip 100k, but that is an oof. I also round tripped a bunch of money, 7 figures at least. In 2016, I held 500 Ethereum and 15 on 20 Bitcoin. Despite this, or indeed perhaps because of this, between 2018 and 2020, I completely ruined my life. 3.5 years and things are improving, but it will never make up for what I destroyed. Truth is, I'd prefer to have never gotten involved in crypto. Maybe he jumped on some hookers, he told his wife to get the fuck out, he got his kids into kids' house, right? He started to do some cocaine, things like that, and probably it just changed the perception. It just changed his life, right? And the question you should ask yourself, like, would he be typing this if he would have not 500 of like Ethereum, right? But 5,000 Ethereum? Would he be typing something like this? He just didn't have enough money. That's the easiest thing I can tell you. I only want my Bitcoin made in the USA. That's definitely something that like American patriots definitely feel like. And as mentioned, I think the US is very fucking interested in terms of like being like taking this industry into their fist. Fucking finally. Our season has started. I probably should stop sharing the tweets of Sensei, like he's not very consistent. I don't like it. I don't like them anymore. Our season is about to get started. Many of your altcoins are about to go to 20x. Crypto Rover, I'm sharing something yesterday, right? Currently we're dumping. I do expect we will be dumping on Sunday and Monday, especially like guys like these, they're essentially sharing this type of opinion. Nothing against him. He has like a bunch of money. Definitely made a bunch of money from bread as well. We will see, because my projection is dump on Monday to Sunday, where you actually need to inject fucking capital into the market. I do honestly like this scenario of us going to 75k and then dumping back to 63. This scenario I also like, because maybe Monday, Sunday, you will have at least like one chance to inject cash, and maybe once we go to 75 and dump to 63, this would probably really be the really last chance to enter this market, 100%, last chance. And probably something that will be happening tomorrow and the day after is one chance before the last one. This is how you say it in English, right? Motherfucker, I'm ill and I'm okay with my watch stick with my... So it's just a very, very funny tweet from Lil Wayne from his album The Carter 3, right? Biden just says, I'm sick. And Lil Wayne says, motherfucker, I'm ill. Very, very nice, all right? The album Carter 3 is very good. Like it's definitely about its time. It's definitely a very, very nice album. Brings back some memories. Well, this is it. This is my overview. I like just through recording this video, I became way more bullish on Ethereum. I do love the situation that people are specifically getting shaken out from their Ethereum positions at this stage. And like they are purposefully pumping Solana currently. I kind of went by this manipulation as well, which is a very, very interesting take. Because if Ethereum will be pumping, Solana will definitely underperform short term. We have to understand this 100%. It will underperform short term. So I would probably want to, as mentioned, if I will be injecting new capital on Monday and Sunday, I would want to inject it into Ethereum ecosystem. Preferably long some Ethereum meme coin, if there are some low cap, blue chip Ethereum meme coins that you can actually long, because there are probably not a lot of them, right? Not a lot of them. And there were some things on Solana, on Avex that you could have longed from $100 million market cap. And I did that. And I actually got liquidated out of 100k. But I'm playing this fucking game till I win. So I re-entered my fucking position. Right now, my CAC is getting larger and larger with each and every second. I figure out how to make your CAC longer. You don't need all these pills on these websites. You just need to learn, right? Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.